You've probably never heard of the kissing bug. At first, the name almost sounds cute, like something from a children's book. But don't be fooled. The kissing bug is not some harmless bedtime visitor. In fact, this little insect can carry a parasite that causes a potentially deadly illness known as Chagas disease. And here's the scary part. Kissing bugs are already found in parts of the United States. Yes, right here, in our own backyards. Today we're going to uncover the truth about this creepy crawler, how it spreads disease, what symptoms to watch for, and most importantly how you can protect yourself and your family. So what exactly is a kissing bug? Technically, it's an insect from the triatomine family. They're dark-colored, about the size of a penny, and most active at night. Their nickname comes from their strange habit of biting people around the mouth and eyes while they sleep. Romantic, right? Not exactly. They feed on blood, much like mosquitoes, but what makes them especially dangerous is what they can leave behind. Here's the unsettling truth. The bite itself isn't usually the problem. What spreads disease is what the bug does afterward. Kissing bugs often defecate near the bite site. If that feces carrying the parasite gets rubbed into the wound, or into your eyes or mouth, the parasite enters your body. The parasite's name is Trypanosoma cruzi, and it's the real villain in this story. Once inside the body, it can cause Chagas disease, which may not show serious symptoms for years, but can lead to life-threatening complications. Now you might be wondering, what does Chagas disease actually do? In the early or acute stage, symptoms can be vague fever, fatigue, headaches, body aches, and sometimes swelling around the bite site. Sounds a lot like the flu, right? That's what makes it tricky. Many people don't even realize they've been infected. The real danger comes later. In the chronic stage, which can show up years, even decades after the initial infection, the parasite can attack the heart and digestive system. It may lead to heart enlargement, irregular rhythms, heart failure, or serious digestive issues, like an enlarged esophagus or colon. That's why Chagas is sometimes called a silent killer. You feel fine for years, until suddenly you don't. Who should be most concerned? In the United States, kissing bugs are mainly found in the southern states Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, Louisiana, and parts of California. But reports have popped up in over 20 states, so they're spreading further than most people realize. Seniors and older adults should take this especially seriously. As we age, our immune systems are not as strong, and our hearts are more vulnerable to the damage Chagas disease can cause. But before you start panicking, let's talk prevention, because the good news is, there are practical ways to reduce your risk. First, protect your home. Kissing bugs like to hide in cracks, gaps, and clutter. Seal any holes in your walls, roofs, or foundations. Check doors and windows for gaps and make sure screens are intact. If you store wood piles or firewood, keep them far away from the house, since bugs often hide there during the day. Keep outdoor lights to a minimum because they attract insects, including kissing bugs. If you spend time outdoors in areas where kissing bugs are common, be cautious about where you rest or sleep. These bugs are most active at night, so if you're camping, use tents that fully close and keep bedding off the ground. And if you see a bug that looks suspicious, dark body, orange-red markings along the edges, and a cone-shaped head, don't squash it with your hands. Instead, safely collect it in a container and contact your local health department. They can test it to see if it carries the parasite. What about treatment? Here's the catch. There are medications available that can kill the parasite, but they work best when the disease is caught early. That's why awareness is so important. Most people who get infected don't even know until it's too late. If you've lived or traveled in areas where kissing bugs are common, and you notice unusual symptoms, especially long-term heart or digestive issues, it's worth talking to your doctor about Chagas testing. Now, I don't want to leave you with just fear. The truth is, not every kissing bug carries the parasite, and not every bite will cause infection. But pretending the risk doesn't exist doesn't help anyone either. The best defense is knowledge. By knowing what to look out for, keeping your home secure, and seeking medical advice if you suspect exposure, you can lower your risk dramatically. So let's recap. Kissing bugs are blood-sucking insects that can spread Chagas disease through their feces. Early symptoms can be mild or mistaken for something else, but long-term, the disease can cause serious heart and digestive problems. Seniors and people living in the southern U.S. are especially at risk. Prevention is all about protecting your home, reducing exposure, and staying alert. Remember, the goal isn't to live in fear, it's to live informed. Most of the time, the dangers that hurt us the most are the ones we didn't even know were there. But now you do. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button and share it with someone you care about. Awareness can save lives, especially with diseases like this that fly under the radar. Here at Everbright Health, we believe in keeping health simple, and sometimes that just means shining a light on hidden threats. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.